Councilmember Salas.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just had a clarification question real quick. So the draft EIR is out, and they extended the comment period, and how long is that extended for?
The EIR was originally, or comments were originally due September 28th, which would be your next meeting. The Rail Authority extended it 15 days to October 13th. And right now that is the deadline for comments.
Okay. And as it's extended to October 13th, we're going to obviously include some of the things that you pointed out, such as the impacts to, whether it's the red line or the blue line, or the impacts to East Bakersfield. When can we expect to get some answers back from them about those impacts? Are they going to mitigate for them? Or do they have alternatives? Are they going to look to us for those alternatives?
Following the normal process, they have to respond to all of the comments they receive. We presume there'll be more than just the City of Bakersfield commenting on the EIR. I don't know their schedule as far as the comments. We usually, even when we have EIRs prepared for projects in the city, it depends on how extensive they are. If you get a handful of comments, then you can respond pretty easily, and then that final is released for review. If they're more extensive, it'll just take them more time. Probably right now it's hard to gauge how long it's going to take them to respond to comments. Just from what we're hearing from other individuals and agencies that would be putting in comments, it may take them a little while, 2-3 months even.
Okay.
I don't know.
The authority will respond to each and every comment. So if we submit a list, such as like the bullet points in your presentation, and say, well, what is the impact to a street closure? What is the impact or the noise level for something going along the church for the person that spoke during public comment?
Yes, they will have to respond to each and every comment that we make.
Okay. That's it.
Just a point of clarification. The response can simply be something so noted. In other words, the high-speed rail is under, would argue to you that they're not under an obligation to provide the City Council with an answer to the question. It could simply be a, we've already addressed it, or see response to number 42A, subsection C, or, as I said, so noted. So I don't think we should expect answers to our questions.
Yeah. So we're hoping for answers, but even if we get those answers, we really don't have the authority at the local level to have the rail authority move in a certain direction. Is that correct?
Correct.
Disheartening. Thank you.
Councilmember Salas.
I'm sorry. I have one more question, kind of dovetailing off the Vice Mayor's question. Under the current EIR, if we were to request or suggest, moving the location of the station, can we do that under the current EIR?
Mayor, Councilmember Salas, you could, but that really wouldn't be an appropriate comment. Usually, the comments that one makes on a NEPA EIS document is what are the deficiencies in the document itself. It's not simply to suggest another project or a different alternative or something along those lines. I don't think that the response to the comment would be very thorough.
Gotcha. So have we ever, I'm sorry, maybe you guys could get back to me after council or something, but I just wanted to know, have we ever looked at different locations, given that I've been around on the City Council for the first times that this came through. But I would like an education just to know if we had ever studied or looked at different locations in the City of Bakersfield or on the outskirts of the City of Bakersfield.
We can provide you a longer-term answer to that question in writing later. The shorter-term answer to that question is, over the last 2 years in having specific meetings with the High-Speed Rail Authority, we've made any number of suggestions about tweaks to the alignment that would lessen the damage to either city facilities or facilities of public interest about which we share concern. And I don't think we saw any of them responded to in the document. We had gone in with engineers and specifically given them ideas about how they might use the red alignment through the BHS corridor, which impacted it less, and transition over into the blue alignment, which impacted East Bakersfield in a lesser manner. Basically, they said we'd lose time and we have obligations to get from L.A. to San Francisco in so many minutes. We can't lose 3 minutes. And they didn't incorporate any of our suggestions. So longer term, yes, long ago and far away, and we'll get you a summary of that.
Okay, thank you. But you said they've never included any of our suggestions?
There might have been a notation or two about the flying over the West Side Parkway, but with respect to the courtyard or the police garage or vast majority of the things we suggested to them were ignored.
All right, thank you.
This is a workshop